This is the GMC Hummer EV 3X SUV. This EV is GM's moonshot. When they started developing the Ultium battery system that is the foundation of all their electric vehicles, they realized there were a lot of really interesting, innovative, fascinating, and wow factor things that they could do with these cars, but they couldn't put them in everything. They put them all in the Hummer. What can it do? Well, it starts with 830 horsepower and 11,500 pound-feet of torque. There is a mode in this car called WTF, or watts to freedom, that front loads all 11,500 pound-feet of torque for an instant start. Literally, it's like a rocket going off. It also has something called Crabwalk. It has four-wheel steering. All four wheels can steer. At low speeds, they steer the same direction, which gives the car sort of almost a floaty look and feel as it's driving in Crabwalk. Ideally, this is something that can get you out of a tight situation. Maybe it's a tight parking spot, or maybe it's just a tight rock formation in Moab. On the outside, the Hummer is notable for the light bar across the front that spells out the Hummer name, and for the headlights. There are lights on top of the vehicle, and on the front you'll see there are two recovery points or tow hooks. In the back, the Hummer EV SUV has a swing gate rather than a lift gate, and that's because it holds the spare tire. It has something called extract mode, where you can use the air suspension system to raise or lower the vehicle to drive through water or to get out of mud or sand. As an EV, it has true one-pedal drive mode. You want to save as much power as possible and regenerate as much as possible, so using one-pedal drive mode helps you do that. Another wow factor in this SUV is Super Cruise. This is hands-free driving that General Motors has been rolling out to all of its SUVs and trucks. To use Super Cruise, turn on adaptive cruise control and then tap the Super Cruise button. Once you do that, you can take your hands off the wheel. You just can't take your eyes off the road. If you do, the system will stop working. Inside the Hummer EV, there is a lot to tell. There is a large multimedia screen here and a large driver's display here. The screens in this SUV are a little different than anything in any other GMC because these are purpose-made. Notice the textured composite material. These are designed to give a real tactical feel to the interior of this car. And then we have this. Hey Google. Voice-activated assistance. One of the most important details in this car, though, is the drive mode selector. So you can turn this dial to access different drive modes, and they'll even show you a little information about each mode as you select that mode. Each of the drive modes is illustrated with a graphic, but notice the one on the tow haul. This is the Hummer pulling the space shuttle. Passengers are going to be very happy for running boards and grab handles in the GMC Hummer because this is a tall vehicle. Rear seat passengers have an armrest with cup holders, and then they also get their own sunroof panels. To access the cargo area, you just push the button and the swing gate completely opens up. And the seats fold flat if you need extra cargo space. The Hummer SUV has a very large frunk, which is accessed by pushing this button here on the control panel to the left of the steering wheel. And a lot of people use this space for tailgating. The Hummer EV SUV has a price of about $96,000, but add a few things in and it can easily go past $100,000. Driving the GMC Hummer SUV makes you feel larger than life. It's big and you feel big sitting in the driver's seat. But what's even bigger is how much it can do. The range is really good. The power is incredible. The features inside this SUV make you really believe that anything is possible.